time, man, I bet we win it.
Facing off for just the 6th time, Detroit plays host to Baltimore in Week 3. The Lions attempt to defeat the Ravens for just the 2nd time, right here on EA Sports.
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with the Baltimore Ravens. Brandon Gaunt alongside Charles Davis. CD, you look at the Ravens in this matchup, you figure they've got to be looking forward to this one. They've got a clear advantage on the offensive side of the ball.
Yeah, and they totally understand it, not just by running the numbers, but those numbers do play into it because you've got one of the better passing offenses in the league, a top 10 unit, going up against one of the poor defenses in the league. So I think we're going to see these guys take some shots downfield. But right from the start, I expect them to attack and get right after them.
It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. And here comes the new-look Lion offense here in 2021, led by their quarterback in his first season in Detroit after 5 in L.A., Jared Goff.
And I saw that he had an interesting quote in the research packet that we had after last week's game. It's all on me now. I've got to lead my team and find a way for us to win a game. 0-2, but they're at home. I guess he's going to try and find a way to get the home crowd involved early.
Well, the drive starts with a completion left side. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 30.
They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Swift. Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Goff a handoff here to Swift. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Out of the gun, Goff. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. The NFC's Pro Bowl punter a year ago, Jack Fox, on to punt for the Lions. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Well, the Ravens offense set to take over and led by a man still just in his 4th season in the NFL, the 2019 MVP, Lamar Jackson.
And frankly, this is the type of game that a great quarterback relishes because 0-2 on the road, everything's against him and his team. No one can expect them to win. Sometimes you band together real tight in that situation, and if he plays really well, they've got a chance to get that done.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Jackson from the shotgun. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot. going. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and the Lions will take over. Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Swift. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
T.J. Hockenson came into the NFL with big expectations. His big strides, they came in year 2 when his receptions jumped from 32 as a rookie to 67 last year. They expect those numbers to continue to go up, and they will when he continues to make catches like that.
From the 50, it's Goff. He'll get this into the hands of Hodge. 7 yards, the pickup there. 3 yards remain for 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Goff now looks to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Throwing again is Goff. Open man is Quintez Cephas. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 5 catches, 132 yards.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that he's off to a hot start here in this first month, and those are the kind of performances you expect to see going forward.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Tackle at the 25-yard line. 1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
From the gun, here's Goff. And this one taken in by Cephas. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another 1st down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time you wait for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. Looking for Hockenson, and he's got it. Touchdown, Detroit. T.J. Hockenson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are going to take a first quarter lead. This is a crew, they've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really have. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. You know, get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. On the return, Devin Duvernay. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Ball Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game, and they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys are a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and
3
now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'm trying to do better here. Another run for Murray on second down. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. On third down, Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
That certainly looks like nothing to show now from these first 2 possessions. And guess what? When you're on a losing streak, that can lead to a full sense of, here we go again. So on the sidelines, the offensive play callers, quarterback, they've got to get together and dial something up to start their next drive. Otherwise, it could be a long game.
On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So here are the Lions to take over. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. Oh, able to avoid him. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
On first down, Goff. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
And this came from the interior of the defensive line, and these guys, they're normally anchors of that spot, and they don't often get clear shots at the quarterback. But in this case, he got past the center and the guard in no time and got there to make the play.
On second down, Swift. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
I think it might be time to move to a different section of the playbook there, because back-to-back runs, both for loss. Now they have 3rd and long coming up.
Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. Here's Goff. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Here's Jack Fox now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
That's a well-thrown ball right there. This is where arm strength pays off, because he's got to be able to get the ball both downfield and to the sideline. And that's one of the more difficult throws for a quarterback, and he put it right where it needed to be.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Play action. It's Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he's got this down to the 35. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. That was second down run for Murray. And a short gain down to about the 33. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out.
Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. A gain of 6 there on first. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
On the draw, Goff will give this to Swift.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Goff now to throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
In man coverage, your #1 cardinal rule, don't get beat deep. And that's why the comeback route is so effective, because that's how they're selling it, Brandon. Taking you all the way upfield before breaking it back down.
Now Goff on 1st down.
He gets this complete to Cephas.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A shotgun snap for Goff. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Just a yard to go here on 2nd down. From the gun, here's Swift.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
The Lions on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now it's Goff. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked.
Just
Houston in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another, because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Quick slant to Brown. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
And Marquise Brown is definitely a guy who can take the top off of a defense and make the big catches downfield. Also known as Hollywood, now in his 3rd season from Oklahoma, wants to make more catches like the one we just saw there, the routine variety.
On 1st down, Murray. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. The Ravens on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing is Jackson. Going deep here for Watkins. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, instead of 4th down after the incompletion, it'll be 1st down, roughing the passer.
Coaches love their defenses to be aggressive, but they want them to be smart as well. Have to leave the quarterback alone at a certain point.
And good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. 2nd down coming up.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7.
And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. A dime look defensively for the Lions on 3rd. From midfield now, here's Jackson. And one more time, that's Watkins. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's one of those where it feels like backyard football in a sense. You say, forget about the route. Just run to the open spot in the middle of the field, and I'll find you. Good throw, good concentration on the catch, and they pick up the 1st down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Jackson, he's going to keep it himself. And he's got a 1st down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Here a throw taken in by Watkins. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
On 2nd and very short, Jackson. This is caught. Touchdown!
Rashad Bateman.
His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough, otherwise they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told, and it's capped off by the Baltimore score. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback. So Jared Goff, he is the focus of our player spotlight. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
He'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Back to throw, Goff. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
He was covered by Patrick Lee.
To the air again, Goff. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They're going back to the same well. It's Hockenson again. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Goff throwing again. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Goff. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Marcus Peters on the coverage.
Again, Goff. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Seibert's kick is good. And that will tie things up as we head toward halftime. So they're able to make things level just before half and also leave very, very little time on the clock.
And I love the way that you phrased that. Brought a little soccer into it, and that's really apropos considering they just kicked a field goal to tie things up.
This fielded right at the goal line.
So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Time to give you folks at home a look around the NFL on this first official weekend of fall. So let's get to it. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Next, a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Ravens. And in a tie ball game, they've got to be asking themselves, what can we do to get this passing game on track for the second half to come? Meanwhile, for the Lions, they too found some success throwing the football. But I think both teams would say there's room for improvement in the second half.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half.
And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. The Raven offense set to start this third quarter. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Jackson now. And his throw here is incomplete. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Levi Onwuzurike brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Here's Sam Cook now as he's on to punt for Baltimore. Now fair catch is called for and taken at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
He's just not at his focus in this game. It's not 1 drop. It's not 2. That's 3 for this contest.
Yeah, uncharacteristic for any NFL receiver, and he's no exception. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. The last couple of drives have ended in punts. Maybe the crowd minds that, but you're a defensive guy. You're okay with a couple of punt drives.
Listen, I'm the guy that loves a 0-0 pitch game. All right, in baseball, I can handle that going into the 7th inning. I think the crowd, though, they want to see a little bit more excitement. Let's see if someone can break something free on offense and get going.
Offense at a premium the last 2 drives.
Now an option play on 2nd down. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. And a solid job using his legs. 16 yards and a 1st down on the keeper. Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Murray. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Got a man. It's Brown. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 43. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. 10th carry of the game now. Murray. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the 1st half. And that trend is continuing here.
Second and 12.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Nick Boyle that time. And it's 3rd down. Jackson.
Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete.
And he's going to come up a few yards short of the 1st. They get him to the ground at the 37. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. And they will take the lead at 13-10. Well, maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out.
So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
1st downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Goff. He'll get this into the hands of Hodge. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
To throw again on 2nd down. Goff. Forced out to his left. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. Goff now looks to throw. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hockenson. And he's going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Goff on target to Hockenson for a Lion first down.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. To throw is Goff. Going underneath, he's got Hockenson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2.
The first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. And he gets it down to the 32. 4 yards the pickup. First down. Goff now to throw. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far in this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, Goff.
They'll try and set up the screen to Swift.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
From the 4, this is 2nd down and 1.
A shotgun snap for Goff. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Kadero Hodge, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Lions are going to jump back in front. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Seibert on for the PAT. And that will make this a 4-point game. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle.
And he will have a Ravens first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a first down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson.
That is caught, Rashad Bateman.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward.
Ravens receivers are ranked last in receptions and receiving yards each of the last 2 years. Thus, the pick of Rashad Bateman at the University of Minnesota. He was their first-round pick, number 27 overall, and they expect to see more catches and more first downs from that young man.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They set up the screen for Dobbins.
And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. From midfield now, here's Jackson.
Quick slant to Brown.
And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 38-yard line. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. This will be caught once again by Brown. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a first down. Here's Jackson to throw.
He'll dump this off, complete to Dobbins.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
It's a pickup for 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
To throw is Jackson.
He finds Bateman over the middle. Jackson to Bateman there, first down Ravens. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And that one falls incomplete, breaking his string of 7 straight passes completed.
It's now 2nd and 10.
And he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now there's also a flag down, and it's in the area of holding. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Here's Jackson. Over the middle, complete. That's Watkins. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at 4th down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down.
Open man is Bateman. It's complete. And the Ravens are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it. But in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Jackson from the shotgun. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Nickel Roby-Coleman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Before we came up to the booth, Last thing he said as we were walking off the field, I want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, Goff. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. Here's Goff. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he is going to have a Lions first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. He's been the go-to guy, and they needed a big play there on 3rd down when his way worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They run out of the gun with Swift. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 40 yards on the ground for him so far. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And Williams is going to be stopped short of the yellow line. He did not get there. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. Here comes the Lions punter now. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. Jackson and the Ravens, here they come. Down 17-13, a minute 54 on the clock. And they're in danger of a 3rd straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. Jackson. Dancing to his left. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Dobbins with it. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as the understanding where they are on the field?
Now Jackson. And that's complete to Brown.
It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. The Ravens moving quickly here as the clock runs.
He gets this underneath to Dobbins.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down.
And that'll be complete to Dobbins.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Jackson.
And this is caught. It's Brown. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game.
Here's Jackson.
And that incompletion breaks a string of 5 straight connections. And it's second down.
Jackson to throw. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Throwing, Jackson.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive, and it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Here's Khalif Raymond to return. Well, this one, partner, was fun down to the very end. They got the points late, right before the whistle. Then the ensuing kickoff. They were hoping for magic on the other side, but couldn't get that spark.
Fun if you won, and fun for us because we got to watch it and call it. That magic that you were talking about didn't occur at the end, but what a game all the way through.
So for the Ravens, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Mile High to take on the Broncos. Meanwhile, for the Lions, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll try and turn